परम सत्कारयोग सासंग जी वाहिगुरु जी का खालसा वाहिगुरु जी की फतेह। बड़े भागा वाले हो कि अज साढ़े टेंपल बच्चों का प्रोग्राम है और सिंपोजियम किया जा रहा है जिसे किताबा उन्होंने दी गई सन और उन्होंने किताबों के आधार पर वो अपनी स्पीच लिख के लियाए हैं और वो सारी संगत के सामने रखेंगे। Before they do that, I will go over some of the rules, and I would like to do it in English because it is easy for them to understand what is going to go on. To judge the speeches, there will be 3 judges for each group, and they will judge the speeches. The time punctuality will be strictly observed. For first group, there are 5 minutes of time, and how the time is counted, I will just explain to you how that is done. We have an assigned timekeeper equipped with a stopwatch and a remotely controlled red signal light system. Time countdown shall begin as soon as the speaker starts addressing the Satguru. That means as soon as the speaker says Vaheguru Ji Ka Khalsa, Vaheguru Ji Ki Fateh, the time starts. 1 minute I'm sorry, at the end of allotted time, for first group it is 5 minutes time. The red light will go on like that. It's a remotely controlled red light. It will go on like that. It will stay on for 5 seconds. To indicate that your time is up and you are now going on a grace period of half a minute. So after half a minute, 5.5 minutes, the light will go on and will stay on till the speech is finished. So if a person goes above that half a minute period, 5.5, then for every 10 seconds, 1 mark will be deducted by each judge. So there are 3 judges, so your 3 marks will be deducted from your tone. Now there is a judge coordinator. So at the end of each group, the score sheets will be collected. They will be totaled by 2 different people, so that we have the score done right. The judge's coordinator or the person who is his assistant, they are not going to change the score at all. They will just total the score and they will determine the rank, and after determining the rank, the position of the person is determined, and the person who becomes first will get a first prize trophy, second prize trophy, third prize trophy, and also participant trophy. So everyone gets the trophy. If you plan to speak in Punjabi, you will get $10 cash prize. That's apart from whether you win or you don't win. You will still get that prize. If you speak on Punjabi, you won't get any additional marks, but you will get additional prize. So that's one thing. How to judge the presentation? This was given to the judges already. I will go over this once again so that all the candidates should know how your presentation is being judged. If you are speaking from the paper, make sure you address the Sangat properly. Make sure you look at the Sangat and you have eye contact with the Sangat, because that's very important. Your voice and diction should be good. How that is done, style and delivery is judged. We observe if the speaker is speaking with enthusiasm and assurance, showing interest in the audience and confidence in their reactions to the speech. That is style and delivery. It carries 8 marks. Eye contact also carries 8 marks. And when people see the speaker looking at them while making a point, they listen carefully and understand what is being said. That's why eye contact is very important. So if you have a good eye contact, that means if you have remembered your speech very well and you are conveying your message properly, that's important. The minimum eye contact may score you between 3 and 5 if you out of 8. And if you are always looking at the audience and addressing them properly, then you could score between 5 and 8. Voice and diction. It should be flexible. Your message, if you are speaking, your sound should be flexible. It should go up and down, depending upon what you are trying to say. Moving from one pitch level to another level for emphasis, and should have a variety of rate and volume. The speaker cannot be overly dramatic and cannot be too insecure. Then the diction. We are looking for concentration, whether you are concentrated, whether your pronunciation is good, whether your tone is good. All those things need to be important. Then the language. When we talk about language, here language does not mean that a speech delivered in Punjabi will score more than the speech delivered in English language. It does not matter which language the speaker chooses to use, Punjabi or English. The question here is how well, how effectively or commandingly does the speaker uses the language, whatever language they choose. The same yardstick judges all speakers, whether they use Punjabi and language. However, all those who choose to speak in Punjabi are additionally rewarded. I already mentioned that to you. So you've got to have a clear understanding of the subject. That's the language that we are looking for. Proper use of grammar, correct pronunciation will show that the speaker is master of the words that are being used. Then total effectiveness we look for. That also carries 8 marks. Effectiveness means how the speech came across. What was the purpose and theme of the speech? Did the speech relate directly to that purpose and theme? Were the quotations used in the speech used effectively? Did the speech hold the audience interest? So that is total effectiveness. So those are the things we are looking for. And another thing that I want to warn you is about the cell phones. You turn them off or put them in low volume so that you can, anytime your phone call comes, then you should walk out. Another thing, when speech is being delivered, we do not want to distract our young speakers. Even an adult speaker or a seasoned speaker gets distracted by movements. So best thing is just if you want to go out or come into the Diwan Hall, use that 1 minute which is given for the judges to write their comments. So if that is after 5 minute speech, it is the 5 minute speech. So after the 5 minutes, you will get the 1 minute quiet period where when the judges put the comments in. At that time, you can come in and go out. Another thing is, before we start the symposium, I'll go over the group 1 questions. They will be also on the screen. The name of the person will be on the screen today, as well as the question that they are answering in the speech. We are lucky to be born as Sikhs. Guru Sahib has these words, these are beautiful words that I want to share with you. In Gurbani. Jun mein uthe galiyan naaliyan tobiyan ka jal jaye pave vich sursuri sursuri milat pavitr pavan hoye jawe eh vadiyai Satgur nirvair vich jit miliye Krishna Prabhu Ture Har Shant Tade Ave. Beautiful words that the Guru has given to us. I chose those words because they were so nice and beautiful. The meaning of these words is, when the rain falls, the water from the streets, the water from the ponds, the water from the gutters, the dirty water starts flowing and keeps on going, and it goes into the river. And in India they say there is a river called Ganges. It says it merges into the Ganges. And in Ganges, people drink that water. That becomes pure and nice. Guru Sahib says similarly, it doesn't matter how dirty, how silly, how impure we are. Evadiyai, Satguru Nirvair vich. Nirvair is impartial, the great Satguru. This is the greatness of the Guru, that it doesn't matter how dirty we are, if we flow into that river, we become as pure as the Guru. So you have learned from all these books some beautiful things that will purify you, that purify the Sangha. Because there are some golden words that are in those books which you are going to give to all of us. And we look forward to hearing you from now on. Now the first group will go first today. And we have time people for the first group, and they will take care of the time. The name of the book is Illustrated Story of Chumkaur Sahib by Sardar Jagdish Singh, and questions will be up on the board, but I will read those questions. They will answer these questions. What inspired Sahibzada Ajit Singh Ji and Jujhar Singh Ji to face the Mughal army with such courage and Chardhi Kala? How did they learn the martial arts? That's the first question. Second question, did Guru Gobind Singh Ji treat with his sons differently than other Sikhs at the Battle of Chumkaur, or did he treat them alike? Please explain. Third question, describe the Sikh teachings you learned from this book and how you can practice those teachings in your own life. What part of Sakal Kaur inspired you the most and why? So these are the questions they are going to answer. The first group, and we will randomly pick the first person. We have 3 candidates. We haven't gotten those numbers ready, but they are ready now. So in the presence of Guru Parmeshwar ji, we are going to pick one of these numbers. We have number 2. Singh, he is going to be the first speaker. Just a second. Just take my stuff away, and then you're all set.
The historic battle of Dhur was fought between the Khalsa army, little over 46 and the huge 1 million Muslims.
Your voice is not reaching.
Waheguru Ji Ka Khalsa, Waheguru Ji Ki Fateh. The historic battle of Dhur was fought between the Khalsa army, little over 46, and the huge 1 million Mughal army. Even though the number of Sikhs was much smaller, the confidence of the Sikh soldiers was very high. Baba Ajit Singh and Baba Jujhar Singh had learned their soldier skills from their glorious father. They practiced arts of swords and archery from a very young age. They had training in martial arts, horse riding, as well as Gurmat education right from their childhood at Anandpur Sahib. Concept of the sacrifice was not new for the Sahibzada because their grandfathers sacrificed for their existence, and they were inspired to implement the same courage in their lives. The very presence of Guru Gobind Singh Ji filled them with the spirit of bravery. Watching the Sikh soldiers give their lives to protect and to those inside, the Sahibzada felt inspired to engage the battlefield with the same courage. They asked Guruji for permission to make their life worthy, even if it meant losing their life for justice. Guruji blessed them both to enter the battlefield. After Baba Ajit Singh became a martyr fighting the enemy, the young Baba Jujhar Singh wanted to go next. He said, "Dear Father, give me permission to go when my brother is gone. Don't say I'm too young. I'm a Singh, a lion of yours. I shall die fighting, facing the enemy with Nam on my lips and the Guru in my heart. Surah so pehchaniye jo lare teen ke het, purja kat mare, kabul na cha dekhe." Both sides showed great strength and warrior skills and became martyrs fighting against the Mughals. Guruji proved what he had said, that he would make one Sikh so brave and fearless that he would fight 7 lakh enemies alone. Guruji never treated his Sahibzada any differently than the Sikhs. He proudly said that the entire Khalsa are his children. He did not hesitate to sacrifice his own sons for the cause that he was fighting, because he was expecting the same sacrifice from his Sikhs. During the battle, some Sikhs had requested Guruji to leave the fort safely with his 2 sons, but Guruji said, "Which 2 sons are you talking about? You're all my sons." Both sides of them became martyrs before their father's eyes. Guruji was not shaken. Instead, he thanked Waheguru for supporting his sons to live up to his expectations. After the battle, there were dead bodies lying everywhere. Daya Singh looked down and saw Baba Ajit Singh's body and requested Guruji to cover it. But Guruji said, "Oh Daya Singh, my Himmat Singh, my Sahib Singh, my Mokam Singh, and so many my Sikhs are laying here. How many are you going to cover? If you could put a sheet over the dead bodies of the lions, then do it." Daya Singh understood Guruji's words and the greatness of the sacrifice. There is no bigger example of selfless living in Sikh history other than Guru Gobind Singh Ji. While all fathers should be getting their sons married one day, here was our Guruji sacrificing his sons' lives to protect Sikh principles. Which father would do that? Only Guru Gobind Singh Ji could do that. What inspired me most about the Battle of Drumcord was that the Sahibzada were fearless and the determination towards Sikhi was unbelievable. It truly showed us the real love for Sikhi. It taught me that the true message of Guru is for everyone, whether old or young. If we put our faith in Waheguru, we'll always succeed in this life. You may wonder why these brave warriors choose a life for a martyr, for the existence of Sikhi at such young ages. All we need to do is look at the center of our lives and we'll see the message of Guruji inspiring us. Aapka bhai seva kare takich bhai maan. We can't learn enough from these sacrifices to implement everything in our lives, but I truly wish to practice some of the great teaching. To be brave and fearless and stand by my faith, to keep a positive spirit and learn to even shine during hard times, always keeping faith in Bible, believing that He is with me. These teachings are an inspiration to do good deeds and to practice what you preach. They will always remind me of the sacrifices made by our great gurus. Because Satsanguji, if we had not sacrificed our lives for Sikhi, we would not exist today. Vaheguru Ji ka Khalsa, Vaheguru Ji ki Fateh.
Vaheguru Ji ka Khalsa, Vaheguru Ji ki Fateh. Judges are done with the comments. So I'll go with the second person who was picked by Harman Singh. बहुत बहुत धन्यवाद हरमन सिंह का जिसने अपनी स्पीच द्वारा सारी संगत को निहाल किया. Number 3, Sumer Singh is going to the next speaker. Sumer Singh. Vaheguru Ji ka Khalsa, Vaheguru Ji ki Fateh.
Vaheguru Ji ka Khalsa, Vaheguru Ji ki Fateh. मेरा नाम सुमेर सिंह है और मैं आज थानू दसन जा रहा चमकौर साहब की कहानी। विसाखी वाले दिन 10वें पातशाह श्री गुरु गोबिंद सिंह जी ने ਅਨੰਦਪੁਰ ਸਾਹਿਬ ਤੋਂ ਖਾਲਸਾ ਪੰਥ ਦੀ ਸਥਾਪਨਾ ਕੀਤੀ। ਉਸ ਦਿਨ ਗੁਰੂ ਜੀ ਨੇ ਸੰਗਤ ਨੂੰ ਪੁੱਛਿਆ ਕਿ ਕੋਈ ਆਪਣੇ ਧਰਮ ਲਈ ਆਪਣਾ ਸਿਰ ਦੇਣ ਲਈ ਤਿਆਰ ਹੈ। ਇੱਕ ਇੱਕ ਕਰਕੇ 5 ਸਿੱਖ ਅੱਗੇ ਆਏ। ਗੁਰੂ ਜੀ ਨੇ ਉਹਨਾਂ ਨੂੰ ਅੰਮ੍ਰਿਤ ਸੇਵਨ ਕਰਵਾਇਆ ਤੇ ਫਿਰ ਉਹਨਾਂ ਨੂੰ ਆਪ ਅੰਮ੍ਰਿਤ ਸੇਵਨ ਕੀਤਾ। ਇਸ ਤਰ੍ਹਾਂ ਉਹਨਾਂ ਨੇ ਸਾਬਿਤ ਕੀਤਾ ਕਿ ਗੁਰੂ ਤੇ ਚੇਲਾ ਵਿੱਚ ਕੋਈ ਫਰਕ ਨਹੀਂ। ਇਸ ਲਈ ਗੁਰੂ ਗੋਬਿੰਦ ਸਿੰਘ ਜੀ ਲਈ ਕਿਹਾ ਜਾਂਦਾ ਹੈ, ਵਾਹੋ ਵਾਹੋ ਗੋਬਿੰਦ ਸਿੰਘ ਆਪੇ ਗੁਰਚੇਲਾ। ਇਸ ਤਰ੍ਹਾਂ ਗੁਰੂ ਜੀ ਦੇ ਸਾਹਿਬਜ਼ਾਦੇ ਤੇ ਹਜ਼ਾਰਾਂ ਸਿੱਖਾਂ ਨੇ ਵੀ ਅੰਮ੍ਰਿਤ ਛਕ ਲਿਆ। ਗੁਰੂ ਜੀ ਦੇ ਸਿੱਖ ਅੰਮ੍ਰਿਤ ਛਕ ਕੇ ਆਪਣੇ ਨਾਮ ਨਾਲ ਸਿੰਘ ਲਾਉਣ ਲੱਗ ਪਏ। ਸਿੰਘ ਮਤਲਬ ਸ਼ੇਰ। ਸਾਹਿਬਜ਼ਾਦੇ ਤੇ ਉਹਨਾਂ ਦੇ ਸਿੰਘਾਂ ਨੇ 5 ਖੱਕੇ ਪਾਏ। ਕੇਸ, ਕੰਘਾ, ਕੜਾ, ਖੱਚਾ, ਤਰਖਾਣ। 5 ਖੱਕੇ ਖਾਲਸਾ ਨੂੰ ਯਾਦ ਕਰਾਉਣੇ। ਸਿੱਖ ਵਾਹਿਗੁਰੂ ਤੇ ਹੈ ਤੇ ਵਾਹਿਗੁਰੂ ਸਿੱਖ ਦਾ ਵਾਕਿਆ ਹੈ। ਇਸ ਤਰ੍ਹਾਂ ਸਿੱਖ ਜ਼ੁਲਮ ਦੇ ਖਿਲਾਫ ਖੜੇ ਹੋ ਗਏ। ਸਾਹਿਬਜ਼ਾਦਾ ਅਜੀਤ ਸਿੰਘ ਤੇ ਸਾਹਿਬਜ਼ਾਦਾ ਜੁਝਾਰ ਸਿੰਘ ਨੇ ਸ਼ਸਤਰ ਸਿੱਖਿਆ ਲੈਣੀ ਸ਼ੁਰੂ ਕਰ ਦਿੱਤੀ। ਸ਼ਾਮ ਨੂੰ ਸਾਹਿਬਜ਼ਾਦੇ ਆਪਣੇ ਦੋਸਤਾਂ ਨਾਲ ਕਟਕਾ ਖੇਡਦੇ। ਜਦੋਂ ਚਮਕੌਰ ਸਾਹਿਬ ਵਿੱਚ ਮੁਗਲਾਂ ਨੇ ਗੁਰੂ ਜੀ ਤੇ ਖਾਲਸਾ ਸਿੱਖਾਂ ਨੂੰ ਘੇਰ ਲਿਆ। 40 ਸਿੱਖਾਂ ਨੂੰ ਘੇਰ ਲਿਆ। ਗੁਰੂ ਜੀ ਨੇ 5 ਸਿੱਖਾਂ ਦਾ ਜੱਥਾ ਲੜਾਈ ਲਈ ਭੇਜਿਆ। ਸਿੱਖ ਗੁਰੂ ਜੀ ਨੂੰ ਕਿਹਾ ਲੱਗ ਕੇ ਸਾਹਿਬਜ਼ਾਦੇ ਨੂੰ ਲੜਾਈ ਵਿੱਚ ਨਾ ਭੇਜੋ। ਗੁਰੂ ਜੀ ਨੇ ਕਿਹਾ ਕਿ ਸਭ ਸਿੱਖ ਮੇਰੇ ਪੁੱਤਰ ਨੇ ਤੇ ਮੇਰੇ ਲਈ ਸਭ ਬਰਾਬਰ ਨੇ। ਚਮਕੌਰ ਸਾਹਿਬ ਦੀ ਕਹਾਣੀ ਤੋਂ ਮੈਨੂੰ ਗੁਰੂ ਜੀ ਤੇ ਸਿੱਖ ਕੌਮ ਦੀ ਬਹਾਦਰੀ ਦਾ ਪਤਾ ਲੱਗਿਆ। ਮੈਂ ਵੀ ਉਹਨਾਂ ਸਿੰਘਾਂ ਦੀ ਤਰ੍ਹਾਂ ਵਾਹਿਗੁਰੂ ਤੋਂ ਬਿਨਾਂ ਕਿਸੇ ਤੋਂ ਨਹੀਂ ਡਰਨਾ ਤੇ ਜ਼ੁਲਮ ਦੇ ਖਿਲਾਫ ਲੜਨਾ। ਵਾਹਿਗੁਰੂ ਜੀ ਕਾ ਖਾਲਸਾ, ਵਾਹਿਗੁਰੂ ਜੀ ਕੀ ਫਤਿਹ।
ਵਾਹਿਗੁਰੂ ਜੀ ਕਾ ਖਾਲਸਾ, ਵਾਹਿਗੁਰੂ ਜੀ ਕੀ ਫਤਿਹ। ਕਾਕਾ ਸੁਮੇਰ ਸਿੰਘ ਦਾ ਬਹੁਤ ਬਹੁਤ ਧੰਨਵਾਦ ਜਿਸ ਨੇ ਆਪਣੀ ਸਪੀਚ ਦੁਆਰਾ ਸੰਗਤ ਨੂੰ ਨਿਹਾਲ ਕੀਤਾ। ਤੇ ਅਗਲਾ ਸਪੀਕਰ ਜਿਹੜਾ ਹੁਣ ਬਚਿਆ ਇਸ ਗਰੁੱਪ ਦੇ ਵਿੱਚ ਉਹ ਹੈ ਬੀਬੀ ਅਨਾਹਤ ਕੌਰ। ਉਹ ਆਪ ਜੀ ਦੀ ਆਪਣੀ ਸਪੀਚ ਸਭ ਦੇ ਸਾਹਮਣੇ ਰੱਖੇਗੀ। ਬੀਬੀ ਅਨਾਹਤ ਕੌਰ। ਇਸ ਤੋਂ ਬਾਅਦ ਦੂਸਰੇ ਗਰੁੱਪ ਦੀ ਸਟੇਜ ਦੀ ਸੇਵਾ ਰੂਪਿਕਾ ਕੌਰ ਕਰੇਗੀ ਔਰ ਉਹ बारी से बच्चा बुलाएंगे।
वाहिगुरु जी का खालसा, वाहिगुरु जी की फतेह। मेरी प्यारी साध संगत जी, मैं ਤੁਹਾਡੀ ਬੜੀ ਧੰਨਵਾਦੀ ਹਾਂ ਜੋ ਤੁਸੀਂ ਮੈਨੂੰ ਇਸ ਮੰਚ ਤੇ ਬੋਲਣ ਦਾ ਮੌਕਾ ਦਿੱਤਾ ਹੈ। ਸੰਨ 1699 ਈਸਵੀ ਵਿੱਚ जित गुरु गोबिंद सिंह साहिब जी ने खालसा पंथ की सिरजना की थी, तद अनेका ही सिखां ने कंडे बाटे दी बोल लैके जात पात ते भ्रम नूं मिटांदे होए खालसा पंथ में शामिल होण। 1645 चौदह दिन के है पुजा कट मरे कबू न जाडेगे। गुरु साहिब ਇਹੋ ਜਿਹਾ ਸਿੱਖ ਬਣਾਉਣਾ ਚਾਹੁੰਦੇ ਸੀ ਜੋ ਧਰਮ ਅਤੇ ਜਾਤ ਪਾਤ ਤੋਂ ਉੱਪਰ ਉੱਠ ਕੇ ਜ਼ੁਲਮ ਦੇ ਖਿਲਾਫ ਇਨਸਾਫ ਦੀ ਆਵਾਜ਼ ਚੱਕਣ ਦੀ ਹਿੰਮਤ ਰੱਖ ਸਕਦੇ ਸਨ। ਛੋਟੀ ਉਮਰ ਤੋਂ ਹੀ ਆਪਣੇ ਮਾਤਾ ਔਰ ਪਿਤਾ ਜੀ ਅਤੇ ਹੋਰ ਸਿੱਖ ਦੇ ਬਹਾਦਰ ਜੀ ਨੂੰ ਦੇਖਦੇ ਹੋਏ ਸਾਹਿਬਜ਼ਾਦੇ ਨੇ ਵੀ ਕੰਡੇ ਬਾਟੇ ਦੀ ਬੋਲ ਲੈ ਕੇ ਖਾਲਸਾ ਪੰਥ ਵਿੱਚ ਸ਼ਾਮਿਲ ਹੋਏ। ਦੋਵੇਂ ਵੱਡੇ ਸਾਹਿਬਜ਼ਾਦੇ ਸਾਹਿਬਜ਼ਾਦਾ ਅਜੀਤ ਸਿੰਘ ਜੀ ਅਤੇ ਸਾਹਿਬਜ਼ਾਦਾ ਜੁਝਾਰ ਸਿੰਘ ਜੀ ਖਾਲਸਾ ਫੌਜ ਦਾ ਹਿੱਸਾ ਬਣਨ ਦੀ ਤਿਆਰੀ ਵਿੱਚ ਜੁਟ ਗਏ। ਉਹ ਰੋਜ਼ ਸ਼ਾਮ ਨੂੰ ਰੋਵੀ ਦਸਤੇ ਬਣਾ ਕੇ ਗੱਤਕੇ ਅਤੇ ਤੀਰਅੰਦਾਜ਼ੀ ਸਿੱਖਦੇ ਸਨ। ਗੁਰੂ ਗੋਬਿੰਦ ਸਿੰਘ ਸਾਹਿਬ ਜੀ ਵੀ ਇਹਨਾਂ ਖੇਡਾਂ ਵਿੱਚ ਕਦੇ ਹਿੱਸਾ ਲੈਂਦੇ ਸਨ ਤੇ ਸਾਹਿਬਜ਼ਾਦੇ ਨੂੰ ਯੁੱਧ ਨੀਤੀ ਬਾਰੇ ਸਿੱਖਿਆ ਦਿੰਦੇ ਸਨ। ਇਸ ਤਰ੍ਹਾਂ ਵਕਤ ਦੇ ਨਾਲ ਉਹ ਯੁੱਧ ਨੀਤੀਆਂ ਅਤੇ ਸ਼ਸਤਰ ਵਿਦਿਆ ਵਿੱਚ ਮਾਹਿਰ ਹੋ ਗਏ। ਚਮਕੌਰ ਦੀ ਗੜੀ ਵਿੱਚ ਜਿਸ ਖਾਲਸਾ ਫੌਜ ਬਹਾਦਰੀ ਨਾਲ ਲੜ ਰਹੀਆਂ ਸਨ, ਉਸ ਵੇਲੇ ਸਿੰਘਾਂ ਨੇ ਗੁਰੂ ਜੀ ਨੂੰ ਬੇਨਤੀ ਕੀਤੀ ਕਿ ਤੁਸੀਂ ਸਾਹਿਬਜ਼ਾਦੇ ਨੂੰ ਲੈ ਕੇ ਗੜੀ ਵਿੱਚੋਂ ਬਾਹਰ ਨਿਕਲ ਜਾਓ। ਤਾਂ ਗੁਰੂ ਸਾਹਿਬ ਜੀ ਨੇ ਕਿਹਾ, ਤੁਸੀਂ ਕਿਹੜੇ ਸਾਹਿਬਜ਼ਾਦੇ ਦੀ ਗੱਲ ਕਰ ਰਹੇ ਹੋ? ਤੁਸੀਂ ਸਾਰੇ ਹੀ ਮੇਰੇ ਸਾਹਿਬਜ਼ਾਦੇ ਹੋ। ਇਸ ਤਰ੍ਹਾਂ ਗੁਰੂ ਜੀ ਨੇ ਕਦੇ ਵੀ ਕਿਸੇ ਵੀ ਸਿੰਘ ਅਤੇ ਸਿੰਘਣੀ ਨੂੰ ਕਿਸੇ ਤੋਂ ਵੀ ਘੱਟ ਨਹੀਂ ਸਮਝਿਆ। ਸਾਕਾ ਚਮਕੌਰ ਸਾਹਿਬ ਵਿੱਚ ਮੈਨੂੰ ਸਭ ਤੋਂ ਜ਼ਿਆਦਾ ਅਸਰ ਹੋਇਆ ਜਦ ਗੁਰੂ ਸਾਹਿਬ ਨੇ ਦੋਵੇਂ ਵੱਡੇ ਸਾਹਿਬਜ਼ਾਦਿਆਂ ਨੂੰ ਜੰਗ ਦੇ ਮੈਦਾਨ ਵਿੱਚ ਭੇਜਿਆ। ਦੋਵੇਂ ਸਾਹਿਬਜ਼ਾਦੇ ਨੇ ਬੜੀ ਹੀ ਦਲੇਰੀ ਅਤੇ ਚੜ੍ਹਦੀ ਕਲਾ ਨਾਲ ਲੜਦੇ ਹੋਏ ਸ਼ਹੀਦੀ ਪ੍ਰਾਪਤ ਕੀਤੀ। ਉਸ ਵੇਲੇ ਗੁਰੂ ਸਾਹਿਬ ਨੇ ਰੱਬ ਦਾ ਸ਼ੁਕਰ ਕਰਦੇ ਹੋਏ ਜੈਕਾਰਾ ਛੱਡਿਆ, ਬੋਲੇ ਸੋਨਿਹਾਲ ਸਤਿ ਸ੍ਰੀ ਅਕਾਲ। ਸ਼ੁਕਰ ਹੈ ਅੱਜ ਅਮਾਨਤ ਅਦਾ ਹੋਈ। ਇਸ ਕਿਤਾਬ ਨੂੰ ਪੜ੍ਹ ਕੇ ਸਾਨੂੰ ਇਹ ਸਿੱਖਿਆ ਮਿਲਦੀ ਹੈ ਕਿ ਜ਼ੁਲਮ ਦੇ ਅੱਗੇ ਸਾਨੂੰ ਕਦੇ ਵੀ ਝੁਕਣਾ ਨਹੀਂ ਚਾਹੀਦਾ ਅਤੇ ਸਾਨੂੰ ਆਪਣਾ ਜੀਵਨ ਬਹਾਦਰੀ ਅਤੇ ਚੜ੍ਹਦੀ ਕਲਾ ਨਾਲ ਗੁਜ਼ਾਰਨਾ ਚਾਹੀਦਾ ਹੈ ਤਾਂ ਜੋ ਔਖੇ ਵੇਲੇ ਅਸੀਂ ਹਿੰਮਤ ਨਾ ਹਾਰੀਏ ਅਤੇ ਗੁਰੂ ਸਾਹਿਬਾਨ ਦੇ ਦਿਖਾਏ ਹੋਏ ਗੁਰਮਤਿ ਦੇ ਰਸਤੇ ਤੇ ਡੋਲ ਚੱਲਦੇ ਰਹੀਏ। ਗੁਰਸਿੱਖ ਮੀਤਾ ਚਲੋ ਗੁਰਚਾਲੀ, ਜੋ ਗੁਰ ਕਹੈ ਸੋਏ ਭਵਾਨੀ, ਹਰ ਹਰ ਕਥਾ ਨਿਰਾਲੀ। ਇਸ ਦੇ ਨਾਲ ਹੀ ਜੇ ਮੇਰੇ ਕੋਲੋਂ ਭੁੱਲ ਹੋ ਗਏ ਹੋਵੇ ਤੇ ਮਾਫੀ ਬਖਸ਼ਣਾ ਜੀ। ਵਾਹਿਗੁਰੂ ਜੀ ਕਾ ਖਾਲਸਾ, ਵਾਹਿਗੁਰੂ ਜੀ ਕੀ ਫਤਿਹ।
ਵਾਹਿਗੁਰੂ ਜੀ ਕਾ ਖਾਲਸਾ, ਵਾਹਿਗੁਰੂ ਜੀ ਕੀ ਫਤਿਹ। ਜੱਜਿਸ ਫਾਈਨਲ ਕਮੈਂਟਸ ਆਪਣੇ ਦੇ ਰਹੇ ਨੇ ਤੇ ਉਸ ਤੋਂ ਬਾਅਦ ਜਿਹੜੀ ਸਕੋਰ ਸ਼ੀਟਸ ਨੇ ਉਹ ਦਾਸ ਨੂੰ ਦੇ ਦੇਣਾ ਤਾਂ ਕਿ ਸਾਰੇ ਅਸੀਂ ਨਾਲੋਂ ਨਾਲ ਟੋਲੀ ਕਰਦੇ ਜਾਈਏ। ਤੇ ਗਰੁੱਪ 1 ਦੇ ਵਿੱਚ ਬੱਚਿਆਂ ਨੇ ਬੜੀ ਸੋਹਣੀ ਤਰ੍ਹਾਂ ਸਾਹਿਬਜ਼ਾਦਾ ਅਜੀਤ ਸਿੰਘ ਤੇ ਜੁਝਾਰ ਸਿੰਘ ਹੋਰਾਂ ਦੀ ਸ਼ਹੀਦੀ ਕਿਸ ਤਰ੍ਹਾਂ ਹੋਈ और किस तरह महाराज के छोटे बड़े साहिबजादे ने धर्म नहीं हारिया, अपनी जान दे दी। हुण असी दूसरा ग्रुप शुरू करन लगे हैं, जिसकी इंट्रोडक्शन गुरका कौर करेगी। Questions are important now. 6 sakis for the youth, group 2, another time 6 minutes है, and they can go up to 6.5 minutes. पहला question है, why did Mata Kaur get upset with the 40 saints for coming home? What was the source of inspiration for Mataji's saint soldier spirit? Second question, highlight the major accomplishment of Mata Krishna Kaur Ji despite many obstacles and adverse conditions that prevailed. How can her courage and actions be a guiding light for you in leading your own life? Teacher question hai, Sikh women were subjected to torture by Mir Manu to force them to renounce Sikhi at a later time. Sardarni Sada Kaur showed immense courage and helped establish the Khalsa Raj. Explain how under these two different circumstances, the women in Mir Manu's jail and Sardarni Sada Kaur adapted the Sikh principles in their lifetime. Keeping Sikh principles in mind, which path would you follow in your life and why? So these are the 3 questions that will be answered by the participants of second group. So Yudhika Kaur is going to introduce the next speaker. Waheguru Khalsa, Waheguru. And I think I should thank all the mentors and parents who have prepared the first group kids. We are thankful to the judges who have spared their time and effort for judging the first group. So, ਉਹਨਾਂ ਦੀ ਹੌਸਲਾ ਅਫਜ਼ਾਈ ਵਾਸਤੇ ਜੈਕਾਰਾ ਛੱਡਦੇ ਹਾਂ। ਬੋਲੇ ਸੋ ਨਿਹਾਲ, ਸਤਿ ਸ੍ਰੀ ਅਕਾਲ, ਵਾਹਿਗੁਰੂ ਜੀ ਕਾ ਖਾਲਸਾ, ਵਾਹਿਗੁਰੂ ਜੀ ਕੀ ਫਤਿਹ।
Vaheguru Ji Ka Khalsa, Vaheguru Ji Ki Fateh. First is number 4, Tabneet Kaur. Number 4, Tabneet Kaur. Thank you. Vaheguru Ji Ka Khalsa, Vaheguru Ji Ki Fateh.
Vaheguru Ji Ka Khalsa, Vaheguru Ji Ki Fateh. In this book, I read about some really brave Sikh women. Amongst them was Mata Kaur, who was known for her faith and courage. Her inspiration came from Guru Gobind Singh Ji. She grew up hearing sakis of injustices done to the Sikhs, and she decided that she would one day be joining the Khalsa forces to fight for the oppression. She wanted to fight for injustice with the same saint soldier spirit that Guru Ji had infused in the Sikhs while creating the Khalsa. She was fuming in anger when she heard about the 46 who returned to and left their Guru in the middle of their battle. Sadly, they abandoned Khalsa and disowned their Guru. Mataji told them that they were cowards and had no faith in their Guru. Being Sikh warriors, how could you be so weak? You have brought shame to your community, but later she convinced them to apologize to Guruji for leaving him while they were under attack, and got them resonated as Khalsa Sikhs. She was a symbol of bravery and courage. Her life and organization skills against odds will always be a milestone in Sikh history. Mata Krishna Kaur Ji is another great example of brave Sikh women. She was left alone after the death of her husband and sons, but instead of feeling lonely, she chose to spend the rest of her life in the service of Khalsa Khan. She started educating people about the equality of men and women and meaningless caste system of Hindu society. She stood against every injustice like a solid wall and fought with such bravery and courage. Mataji performed daring deeds. Some of her major accomplishments are her major role in the Gurudwara freedom movement in 1920, where she protested the anti-Sikh behavior of Mahants who refused offerings from Sikhs who had converted to Sikhism from lower caste Hindus. During the Gurudwara Morcha, Sikhs were being heavily tortured by the police.
She took care of injured Sikhs and took them to the hospital. She was taunted by the police, who also misbehaved with her, but she bravely replied with a slap in the policeman's face. This was an insult not only for the police force, but for the whole British government. Once she fiercely spied in the police camp under disguise to find out details about what the police was planning against a Sikh march. When the government found out, she was sent to jail for 4 years. Mataji suffered for the cause of Sikhs and the freedom of Gurdwaras from government control. Despite all the hardships, she was thankful that she had the chance to serve class Sikh. Being as brave and courageous as Mataji may not be possible, but while leading our lives, we can always remind ourselves how we stay firm in belief and not give into any kind of injustice. As Guruji says, life spent in service to society is fruitful. We should all take this guiding light and contribute to the Sikh community in our own way. Sikh women played an equal part to the struggle to keep alive the causes, ideals, and beliefs. Sikh history has recorded the role of these women, portraying them as equal to men in service, sacrifice, and bravery. One such name was Talwandi Sabo. She also was a mother-in-law of Maharaj Ranjit Singh. She also had a strong army and handled her job so wisely and bravely that she was able to achieve the goal of Sikhs becoming the rulers of Punjab. She proved that Sikh women could be the statesmen and great soldiers as well. They could lead armies, win battles, and rule the state well. On the other side, many Sikh women and children faced a lot of torture during Mir Raman's time. Old women were killed because they were weak. Others were put in jail and tortured. They were forced to perform exhausting tasks of grinding 40 to 60 pounds of grain to grind each day. But they would keep reacting to Waheguru and Waheguru, taking the torture but did not accept convert to Islam as a condition for their freedom. The sacrifice of these costly women was so great that it became a part of our daily ardas. Every day we respect to the Sikh women who have put garlands of the dead bodies of their children around their neck but did not reject the teachings of Nanak. This is a proud heritage of Sikh and Sikh women. And in both circumstances, the faith of Sikh women was unshakable. We can only try to learn from the sacrifices these brave women who gave their lives but did not leave their Sikhi. As a Sikh, I would choose to walk the path of right and justice. I would continue to learn and stay connected to the divine in our heart, earn an honest living and share what we earn with others. RPG ka
Waheguru Ji Ka Khalsa, Waheguru Ji Ki Fateh. Thank you, Dr.Bhai Kaur. Up next, can we have number 5, Ritti Kaur? Number 5, Ritti Kaur. Waheguru Ji Ka Khalsa, Waheguru Ji Ki Fateh.
Waheguru Ji Ka Khalsa, Waheguru Ji Ki Fateh. My name is Ritti Adasi, and I am here today to talk about the third Sakhi of the book 6 Sakhis for the Youth, which is Brave Sikh Women. Sikh women have played a very important role in history. They are just as worthy of praise as Sikh men are. Women can participate in cultural, social, religious, and secular activities. My Bhakt Vairag was really angry on the 40 Singhs or Chali Mukte for coming home because he betrayed the Guru by saying, "We are not your Sikhs anymore."
In the end, she made them repent for their mistake and even apologize to the Guru. Her source of inspiration was the Sakhis she had heard of the martyrdoms of Guru Arjan Dev Ji, Guru Tegh Bahadur, Bhai Dayala, Bhai Satidas, and Bhai Matidas, and the attacks on Guru Gobind Singh Ji. These Sakhis inspired her to work towards stopping the violence against Sikhs once and for all. Next is the Sakhi of a brave woman named Mata Kishan Kaur, who devoted her life to the Sikh Panth after she was widowed at a young age and lost her 2 sons. She was with the Sikhs who went to the Golden Temple to protest against the Mahants' anti-Sikh behavior. The Mahants were forced to leave the Gurudwara vacant for the Sikhs. During the Guru Ka Bhag Morcha, she and her associates took the Sewa of giving first aid to them and taking the Sikhs to the hospital. One day, after hearing the taunts of the police chief, Mata Kishan Kaur raised her arm and hit him in the face. This was a great insult to not only the police force, but to the entire British government. Mata Kishan Kaur again performed a daring deed during the Jaito Morcha. She revealed the truth that the government had killed and injured Sikhs who were marching towards the Gurudwara Jaito, which embarrassed the government. Sikh women who suffered in the jail of Mir Manu remained hungry, worked in stone mills, and watched their children being pierced by spears, and undergoing all those cruelties kept their moral and spirits high. Even Sardani Sadakaur didn't lose her heart under extreme and adverse situations after her husband was murdered in a fight. She decided to face all these problems bravely and tactfully. I can use the examples of Mata Kishan Kaur Ji, Sardani Sadakaur Ji, and the Sikh women who suffered in Mir Manu's jail to always be courageous and stand up for what is right and not be afraid to fight against people who are doing injustice to others. Vaheguru Ji Ka Khalsa, Vaheguru Ji Ki Fateh.
Vaheguru Ji Ka Khalsa, Vaheguru Ji Ki Fateh. Thank you, Ritik Kaur. Okay, up next, can we have number 3, Krish Singh? Number 3, Krish Singh. Vaheguru Ji Ka Khalsa, Vaheguru.
Vaheguru Ji Ka Khalsa, Vaheguru Ji Ki Fateh. I would like to take you back to the year 1705, when 40 Sikhs, disheartened by the long siege, tired and hungry with barely anything to eat, some nuts and leaves. With low morale, they left the Guru by giving bedawa. Na tu sada Guru, ate na si tere Sikh. telephone, tele-Sikh. News of the 40 Sikhs renouncing Guruji traveled fast. Mai Bhagoi, brave saint soldier, inspired women to stand together and fight in place of their husbands. She convinced them to return to Guru Sahib, ask for forgiveness, and get reinstated as Khalsa. Guru Gobind Singh Ji tore the Vedava and blessed the 40 men as the Chali Mukte. Such was the valor of the first Sikh female combat during times when gender equality was unheard of. Sokhyo manda akhye jita jamme rajan. Learning about 40 Sikhs deserting Guru Gobind Singh Ji and renouncing his Guruship made Mai Bhagu very upset. She believed in principles of Sikhism and was passionate to serve her Guru. She convinced women and 40 Sikhs to lay down their lives for the Guru, who sacrificed his father, mother, and 4 Sahibzade for our faith. Mai Bhago's source of inspiration was her love of the Guru and his unwavering sacrifices for preserving Sikh faith. The following words of Guru Gobind Singh Ji touched every Sikh's heart, including Mai Bhago's. एक पुत्रन की शीश पर वार दिए सुचार, चार मोए तो क्या हुआ, जीवत कई हजार. Now let's ponder on the story of the brave woman Mata Kishan Kaur Konki, who lived in the 20th century and devoted her whole life to Sikh Panth. Mata Kishan Kaur lost her husband while he was serving in the army. She also lost her 2 sons while they were young. Despite family tragedies and personal limitations, she accomplished a lot in the service of Sikh community. Her major accomplishments include, first, Gurdwara freedom movement. She protested against anti-Sikh behavior of the monks. Second, Guru Ka Bagh movement. Mataji undertook Sewa of caring for the injured Sikhs. Third, Jaito Morcha. Mataji dressed as a Jain woman and exposed police atrocities witnessed with her own eyes and made them public. Tera kiya meetha lage, har naam padarat Nanak mange. Mata Konki accepted that everything happens as per the will of Waheguru and his will is always sweet. Her courage and actions teach us that difficulties and setbacks are part of the life and we must never give up. Now I'd like to turn your attention to the dark times of Sikh history. Mir Manu became the governor of Lahore and Nawab of Multan. His objective was to eradicate Sikhs. Singhis were forced to work in prison labor camps. They were given an option to convert to Islam or do cruel work in the camps. Sikh mothers sing that the hot wind does not even touch one who is under the protection of Waheguru for their kids. Tati vauna lagai, Parbrahm Parmeshwar. Mothers witnessed their own children brutally cut into pieces and garlands of those pieces were put around their necks. Sad Sangaji, these honorable women did not surrender to Mir Manu and did not abandon their religion. They accepted this as Waheguru's Bana. Rani Sadakaur of Batala is considered the chief architect of Maharaja Ranjit Singh's remarkable rise of power. Her sound counsel and material resources helped the young prince defeat the rival chiefs and assume the title of Maharaja. Singhis in Mir Manu's camp were determined to follow Guru's path. Their modus operandi was simple. Sir jave ta jave mera Sikhi sadak na jave. The application of Sikhi principles and the determination that even when their kids were cut into pieces in front of their eyes, they accepted this as Waheguru's Bana. Rani Sadakaur's approach and adherence to Sikhi principles resulted in resolve, diplomacy, building alliances, and only resort to war, shed blood when all other means are exhausted. In keeping with Sikhi principles, I would be inclined to follow a hybrid approach in my life, build my spiritual strength by devoting myself to Gurbani, Naam Simran, Sewa, and devotion to the Gurus. On the other spectrum, it is also prudent that I become noble, fearless, diplomatic, and always remain in Charlie Kala and serve our community. Sat Sangaji, in conclusion of my speech, I would like to state we are all fortunate that we are here today and freely practicing Sikhi. Let us live up to the standards of those countless Singhs and Singhis who spilled blood and laid down their heads for Khalsa to remain distinct and Chardi Kala. Jhulte nishan rahe pant maharaj ke bole sunhao sat sri akal. Vaheguru ji ka khalsa, Vaheguru ji ki fateh.
Vaheguru ji ka khalsa, Vaheguru ji ki fateh. Thank you for singing. Up next, can we have number 2, Abli Kaur. Number 2, Abli Kaur. Vaheguru ji ka khalsa, Vaheguru ji ki fateh.
गुरु प्यारी साध संगत जी गज पज के पते पर बांध करने वाहिगुरु जी का खालसा वाहिगुरु जी की फतेह। अव्वल अल्लाह नूर पाया कुदरत के सब बंदे एक नूर ते सब जग उपजिया को पले को मंदे। वाह मेरा गुरु सब नु इको ही नजर नाल देखता है ते हर इंसान पावे वो मर्द है या औरत, सब अंदर इको ही रोशनी देखता है। बहुत समय तो औरतों नु मदद तो कट से मिल चांदा रहे हम, ज़्यादातर तरफ औरतें के मुकाबले मर्दों नु उच्च दिखाते आए हैं। औरतें उतनी सख्त पाबंदियां ते बाल ब्याह अते पर्दे वर्गे गंदे रिवाज थोपे जाते रहे हैं। ऐसी ताकि औरतों नु जगीर वांगे रखे अते बेचिया भी जाते सी। एहो जही दर्दनाक समय विच मेरे गुरु नानक साहिब जी ने सिख धर्म स्थापित कर समानता दा प्रचार शुरू किया। सिखा दा सुनहरा इतिहास दाना नक पढ़िया पिया। आहो कुछ दिले ते निडर सिंहिया दी बहादुरी उते नजर पाई। सब तो पहले माता पाक कौर जी जो एक ऐसे परिवार विचों आंदे हन जिन्हां दे 2 पीढ़ियां ने सिੱਖੀ परिचार अते गुरु साहिबाना दे वास्ते बोझ कम कीता। गुरु अर्जन साहिब जी ते अते गुरु तेग बहादुर साहिब जी दी शहीदी, गुरु हरगोबिंद सिंह साहिब जी दी जगह छोटी उम्र तो ही डूंगा असर छड़ गया। माता जी ने खंड दी पौल लैन तो बाद शस्त्र विद्या सीखी ते जल्दी ही एक पक्की संसपाई बन गई। उन्हें बहादुरी निडरता अते पक्की संसपाई बनन दी प्रेरणा अपने परिवार के आदर्शों विचों प्राप्त की। 1704 के आसपास मुगल ने दी ताकत दे महान सिंह की अगवाई विच 40 सिखा ते एक जाति ने गुरु गोबिंद सिंह जी ने कहा ओ हुण उन्हां दे सिख नहीं है। माए जी यह खबर सुन के बहुत दुखी हुए ते उन्हें 40 सिखा दे बहुत निंदा की। माए जी ने समझाने तो बाद इन्हां 40 सिखा ने अंत विच किरदाना दी लड़ाई विच गुरु लई बहुत तेजी नाल शहादत दी। गुरु जी ने इन्हां 40 सिखा दे नाम 40 मुक्तां दे नाम नाल भी नवाजिया जिन्हों असी अपनी अरदास विच रोज़ याद करते। दूजी निडर सिंह ने माता किशन कौर जी हाँ जिन्हों ने सिੱਖੀ परिचार अते खालसा पंथ वास्ते बहुत योगदान दिता। 1920 विच माता जी ने महंता दी जातिवाद अते दुर्व्यवहार के खिलाफ गुरुद्वारा फ्रीडम मूवमेंट विच बढ़ चढ़ के हिस्सा लिया। 1922 विच गुरु का बाग दा मोर्चा विच पूरी तरह जख्मी हुए सिखा दे माता जी ने बहुत सेवा की। मोर्चे विच माता जी ने अहम भूमिका सदका सिखा नूं उन्हां दी कानूनी हक मिली। इस तरह ही माता जी के ਦੇ ਜੇਤੋ ਮੋਰਚੇ ਵਿੱਚ ਵੀ ਇੱਕ ਬਹੁਤ ਵੱਡੀ ਦਲੇਰੀ ਦਿਖਾਈ। ਮੋਰਚੇ ਵਿੱਚ ਮਾਤਾ ਜੀ ਜੋ ਇੱਕ ਜੈਨੀ ਇਸਤਰੀ ਦੀ ਭੇਸ ਵਿੱਚ ਉੱਤੇ ਆਈ ਸਨ, ਉਹਨਾਂ ਨੇ ਸੱਚ ਸਾਹਮਣੇ ਲਿਆਂਦਾ ਜਿਸ ਨੇ ਅੰਤ ਵਿੱਚ ਅੰਦੋਲਨ ਦਾ ਰੁਖ ਬਦਲ ਲਿਆ। 1925 ਵਿੱਚ ਸਰਕਾਰ ਨੇ ਸਿੱਖਾਂ ਤੋਂ ਆਪਣੀ ਹਾਰ ਮੰਨ ਲਈ ਅਤੇ ਇੱਕ ਸਿੱਖ ਗੁਰਦੁਆਰਾ ਬਿੱਲ ਬਣਾ ਕੇ ਮਹੰਤਾਂ ਦੇ ਹੱਥੋਂ ਤੋਂ ਗੁਰਦੁਆਰਿਆਂ ਦੇ ਪ੍ਰਬੰਧ ਲੈ ਦਿੱਤੀ ਗਈ। ਉਹਨਾਂ ਦੀ ਕੁਰਬਾਨੀਆਂ ਸਦਕੇ ਖਾਲਸਾ ਪੰਥ ਨੇ ਉਹਨਾਂ ਨੂੰ ਮਾਤਾ ਜੀ ਦੇ ਪਦਵੀ ਨਾਲ ਨਿਵਾਜਿਆ। ਇਤਿਹਾਸ ਵਿੱਚ ਉਹ ਸਮਾਂ ਵੀ ਆਇਆ ਜਦ ਮੀਰ ਮਨੂ ਨੂੰ ਸਿੱਖਾਂ ਦਾ ਬਹੁਤ ਕਤਲੇਆਮ ਕੀਤਾ। ਇੱਥੇ ਤੱਕ ਕਿ ਉਸਨੇ ਛੋਟੇ ਛੋਟੇ ਬੱਚੇ ਦੇ ਟੁਕੜੇ ਕਰਕੇ ਉਹਨਾਂ ਦੇ ਮਾਂ-ਬਾਪ ਵਿੱਚ ਗਲੇ ਇੱਕ ਹਾਰ ਬਣਾ ਕੇ ਪਾਏ। ਪਰ ਬਹਾਦਰ ਸਿੱਖ ਔਰਤਾਂ ਨੇ ਸਿੱਖੀ ਛੱਡ ਕੇ ਇਸਲਾਮ ਨੂੰ ਕਬੂਲ ਨਹੀਂ ਕੀਤਾ। ਇਸ ਮਹਾਨ ਕੁਰਬਾਨੀ ਨੂੰ ਅਸੀਂ ਰੋਜ਼ ਆਪਣੀ ਅਰਦਾਸ ਵਿੱਚ ਯਾਦ ਕਰਦੇ ਹਾਂ। ਇਸੇ ਤਰ੍ਹਾਂ ਇਤਿਹਾਸ ਦੇ ਪੰਨੇ ਵਿੱਚ ਨਜ਼ਰ ਮਾਰੀਏ ਤੇ ਰਾਣੀ ਸਦਰ ਕੌਰ ਜੀ ਦਾ ਜ਼ਿਕਰ ਮਿਲਦਾ ਹੈ। ਉਹਨਾਂ ਨੇ ਸਿੱਖ ਸਮਰਾਜ ਦੀ ਬੁਨਿਆਦ ਰੱਖੀ ਤੇ ਜਿਸ ਨੇ ਪੰਜਾਬ ਦਾ ਹੱਦਾਂ ਨੂੰ 50 ਸਾਲ ਤੱਕ ਫੈਲਾਇਆ। ਉਹਨਾਂ ਦੀ ਸਦਕੇ ਹੀ ਮਹਾਰਾਜਾ ਰਣਜੀਤ ਸਿੰਘ ਸਿੱਖ ਸਮਰਾਜ ਦੇ ਪਹਿਲੇ ਮਹਾਰਾਜਾ ਬਣੇ। ਰਣਜੀਤ ਸਿੰਘ ਦੀ ਅਗਵਾਈ ਵਿੱਚ ਖਾਲਸਾ ਫੌਜਾਂ ਨੂੰ ਇਕਜੁੱਟ ਕਰਨ ਵਿੱਚ ਰਾਣੀ ਸਦਰ ਕੌਰ ਜੀ ਦਾ ਬਹੁਤ ਵੱਡਾ ਯੋਗਦਾਨ ਹੈ। ਬੰਗੀ ਦੀ ਗੰਦੇ ਰਿਵਾਜ ਨੂੰ ਲਾਹੌਰ ਤੋਂ ਖਤਮ ਕਰਨ ਵਿੱਚ ਵੀ ਰਾਣੀ ਸਦਰ ਕੌਰ ਜੀ ਨੇ ਰਣਜੀਤ ਸਿੰਘ ਨੂੰ ਸਲਾਹ ਦਿੱਤੀ। ਸਿੱਖ ਇਤਿਹਾਸ ਵਿੱਚ ਹੋਰ ਵੀ ਬਹੁਤ ਬਹਾਦਰ ਤੇ ਸਮਝਦਾਰ ਸਿੰਘਾਂ ਦਾ ਜ਼ਿਕਰ ਮਿਲਦਾ ਹੈ। ਇਹ ਉਹ ਸਿੱਖ ਔਰਤਾਂ ਹਨ ਜਿਨ੍ਹਾਂ ਦੀ ਜ਼ਿੰਦਗੀ ਤੋਂ ਸਾਨੂੰ ਇੱਕ ਸੱਚੀ ਸੁੱਚੀ ਜ਼ਿੰਦਗੀ ਜੀਣ ਦੀ ਪ੍ਰੇਰਨਾ ਮਿਲਦੀ ਹੈ। ਇਹ ਅਜ਼ਲ ਨਾਇਕਾ ਹਨ ਅਤੇ ਆਉਣ ਵਾਲੀ ਪੀੜ੍ਹੀਆਂ ਵਾਸਤੇ ਬਾਕੀ ਸੰਸਪਾਈ ਤੇ ਉੱਚੀ ਦੀ ਮਿਸਾਲ ਹਨ। ਮੈਨੂੰ ਉਮੀਦ ਹੈ ਕਿ ਅਗਲੀ ਵਾਰ ਕਿਸੇ ਸਿੱਖ ਨੂੰ ਧਰਮ ਬਾਰੇ ਪੁੱਛਿਆ ਜਾਏਗਾ ਤੇ ਉਹ ਇਹਨਾਂ ਨਿਡਰ ਸਿੰਘਾਂ ਦੀ ਜ਼ਿਕਰ ਜ਼ਰੂਰ ਕਰੇਗਾ। By looking at these precious lives, I aspire to follow the Guru's teachings and live a Guru-inspired life of truthfulness. I discovered the instrumental role of my many unnamed mothers who chose sickly embrace death for the path. They chose love over fear as they witnessed their toddlers being butchered, but their fate remained resolute. Had they chosen their attachment to their children over their devotion to the Guru, I would not exist today. I exist only because of these mothers and daughters' divine dedication to Guru Granth and Panth. In concluding this historical singing, I've truly loved the Shabad Guru by reciting these wonderful lines. Surah so pehchaniye jo lari deen ke het, purja khat mere khabuna chade ke. Vaheguru ji ka khalsa, Vaheguru